Hello everybody out there, it's the future once again. I'm back here, this time with a DVD update. It's going to be 7.0. Before I get started, I'm going to shout out Cdub from Chronochord Media and CineStalker both. I'm shouting Cdub out because I like to cross-promote with them. Put his link down in the description. I'm actually going to put both of their links down in the description. Go check them both out. CineStalker likes to stalk around, do various things. Looks a lot at old school VHS, Blu-rays, DVDs, vintage toys. Very cool channel. Definitely go check him out. He's been doing some Halloween related stuff. Very cool friend. Very cool channel. Both of them. Go check them out. Chronochord Media. You also won't be disappointed. But what's up, guys? And let's go through my DVD update. But before I get started, as you can see over there, I got a little bit of something playing right now on TV through my Xbox. But yeah, you can see things have kind of switched around a little bit. I added some more of those string dolls to my collection. That my sister knows, that lady that runs the coin operated machines. She got me that Superman. Now I got Joker as well, Green Lantern, oops, I just dropped the thing, and Wonder Woman as well. Dropped the Easter Island. And I got a lot of things sitting there, just cool stuff. I don't know, just I like it. I don't know, just a little shrine almost. Above here you can see my brother got me this The Great War in 3D. It's the old way they used to look at 3D pictures. I don't think I've ever explained it or anything in my video. Plus I got the Star Trek collection here that I got, the VHS collection, plus another Rathacon there. And I actually put my Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition collection up there too by it, because I think this Darth Vader helmet's real cool, and I'm looking forward to the new Force Awakens coming out, so every time I see that I'm like, that's awesome. Also over here, you know, I do have my Rocketeer and my two Force Awakens figures, Kylo Ren and Captain Phasma, that I've reviewed, plus a couple other little things that I haven't reviewed yet. So a little view over there of things that I've picked up. Also, my brother picked me up this awesome, from Force Friday, Chewbacca stuffed animal, I guess you'd say, stuffed Chewie. I always wanted a little Wookiee, so now I got it. There it has this official Star Wars tag on it, so I won't be taking that off. But big ups to him for picking that up for me, my brother, and my sister for getting the string dolls. Yeah, go check those guys' channel out. Here we go. Actually, just in time for Force Awakens, I watched the second one, the Star Trek Into Darkness, but I never checked out the original first one that he did. Well, not the original, but the reboot Star Trek that he did. And I'm going to tell you what, I was not let down. Leonard Nimoy, Spock, with an appearance in here that was really, really good. The commentary by J.J. Abrams is cool. Go check that out, pick that up. The Untouchables, actually a classic, special collector's edition. I know Cdub likes The Untouchables, so yeah, pick that one up to add to the collection. I'm going to try to go through quick because I got a ton of DVDs. Don't want to get too into any of these and spoil them for anybody, but yeah, check them out if I say. Here you can see Francis Ford Coppola, The Outsiders. Really good. I had to watch this about 3 or 4 times when I first picked it up not too long back, but I was happy to get this one and add it to the collection. Very young. Matt Dillon, Ralph Macchio, C. Thomas Howell, Patrick Swayze, rest in peace, Rob Lowe. Even Tom Cruise was in this thing, Emilio Estevez. Just a lot of young actors. You can see them all there, the Outsiders, the Socias, and the Greasers. You gotta love that 80s stuff. CineStalker, I had a shout out because I would have never picked this one up if it wasn't for him. I seen him review this one and say it was a good flick, The Last American Virgin. And yeah, he was right. Really good comedy. But the end is kind of devastating, so be ready to not be laughing by the end of this movie. But big shout to CineStalker, and it's the original MGM DVD version too. So I was really happy to pick that one up. Last American Virgin, so big up to CineStalker. Those are the kind of movie, well, it's not the kind, but it's one of the movies that he has actually reviewed. So when I had that, seen that, picked it up, I had to shout him out on this vid. I have the VHS to this down here, but of course I had to go out and get this for 68 cents. I've been getting them all for like 3 for $2, so if you want to know how much I've been paying. This is actually the special collector's edition of Forrest Gump. And the thing about this one is it has the commentary by Robert Zemeckis, the director, and Rick Carter too as well on the commentary. There's also a commentary by Wendy Finerman, which I have not watched yet, and all kinds of extras. This is actually 2 discs too. Both sides open. There's the second disc, and there's the first disc. So for 68 cents, couldn't pass that one up. Didn't have it in the DVD collection. Here's Colossus, the Forbin Project. My dad actually has the next 3 I'm going to show. He ordered these offline. They're kind of harder to find. This is the Universal Studios collection, but it's funny because when I put it on, it goes straight to the movie. No menu or anything. Haven't had one of them in a while, so I'm guessing it's some sort of type of bootleg, but it is Universal, so maybe it's just so old they don't have a menu. I don't know. But it's a very good movie. Shows you what would happen if you let computers take over and get too intelligent. Very cool movie, man. If you can find this, Colossus, the Forbin Project, anybody out there, if you can find it. We built a supercomputer with a mind of its own, and now we must fight it for the world. Very awesome movie. Should have maybe put that in my Halloween thriller horror update that I'm going to have coming. More around the middle of October. That'll be the next one. That'll be update review 8.0. So make sure you stay tuned for the Halloween horror and suspense thriller. You know, anything supernatural I'm going to put in that review. Kind of a little spoiler there, as you can see on top. A river runs through it. Actually, Robert Redford, Brad Pitt in this movie. Craig Sheffer, Tom Skerritt. It's really good. It was actually directed by Robert Redford too, one of his great directorial jobs that he did. I have the VHS as well, but when I saw the DVD, I figured I'd just pick it up. Really doesn't have much but the talent files and theatrical trailers on the special features there, but River runs through it. I need to take the sticker off there too, $1. Got it for less than that. Here is the Wall Street, an Oliver Stone film, really good, has commentary on it, which I really enjoyed by Oliver Stone, which he usually does commentary on all of his. You have Michael Douglas, Charlie Sheen, really good movie. Gordon Gekko, so you gotta love Gordon Gekko, Wall Street legend there. So that's kind of the story of him, and that's a classic right there. I had to pick up. Here's one I got just interesting, called Nowhere Boy, the untold story of John Lennon, the creation of the Beatles. I haven't ever saw it, and I still yet to even watch it. The thing is, there's not much special features on here. They have the untold story of featurette of John Lennon. I'm a Beatles fan, pretty big Beatles fan. You can see I got a Beatles poster right over there where I'm pointing. Kind of a picture that I made of the Beatles. But yeah, you can see Penny Lane, Strawberry Fields. So if you're a Beatles fan, I suggest check this out. I haven't really watched it, so anybody who's seen it, let me know. 4 BAFTA awards and 1 British Independent Film Award, so not too bad, I guess. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, comedy classic. Can't go wrong with this one, an early Sean Penn film. This is actually the High School Reunion Collection Collector's Edition of this movie. Not trying to take too long on it, but this has a feature commentary with Amy Heckerling, Cameron Crowe. You got quite a few special features there, which I always love on all the DVDs, so I'm glad to get that for the collection. Some more comedy I picked up, 2 Vince Vaughn movies, Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau, definitely, and a really good one called The Swingers. This has commentary by those 2 as well, and a lot of special features on here. I haven't gotten around to checking this one out yet, but got that one. Also, Wedding Crashers with him and Owen Wilson, also featuring Christopher Walken. Hide Your Bridesmaids, that's right. This one's really good. One of the funniest ones I've ever seen, actually, to tell you the truth. I just remember watching this, and yeah, laugh out loud hilarious is right. Yeah, commentary with Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn, and director David Dobkin, and more. So you got special features on both of these, which is really cool. Have yet to check them out, but I'm going to. Be Kind, Rewind, not too bad of a movie. I can't remember if this has yeah, includes widescreen, full screen, and behind the scenes featurette. I did watch the behind the scenes featurette. He's magnetic, Jack Black, and kind of wipes out all the VHS tapes in the store. It just takes me back to, you know, when the rental days when I watched this. There they are writing on a VHS right there. CineStalker and me definitely appreciate this with being big VHS fans. Altogether wonderful. Pretty good. Jack Black, most deaf. Watched it too when I picked it up, and yeah, I was pretty satisfied with it again. They have to start making the movies, you know, just outright on their own and renting them out, and it gets to be like a big hit, and then they get in trouble, get them destroyed, so it's really cool, man. Devil Wears Prada, actually one that I've had for a while now that my dad recommended to me, and I was able to find uptown and picked it up. Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway. It's a sinfully funny comedy, they say. I've yet to watch it, and I have never watched this movie still to this day. But The Devil Wears Prada, it's got commentary and quite a few special features on here too. Deleted scenes, trip to the big screen. So I definitely have to watch this. My dad says he really liked this movie. Meryl Streep, one of the best female actors today. You can't really go wrong with her. Anne Hathaway either. So I've got to check that out. Here's Four Rooms. The reason I picked this one up, wildly outrageous, you can see, and it is outrageous, but one of the scenes in here was actually directed by Quentin Tarantino, and I got it to add to the Quentin Tarantino collection here. I've got most of his films, all of them except Jackie Brown that he's done so far, but here's Four Rooms, as you can see there. I'm really looking for Jackie Brown too, but as you can see, you know, Tim Roth, the star in this, plays, you know, the bellhop there. Really good movie, man. Some people think it's wild. My girlfriend, I remember, watched this and thought it was pretty damn crazy, but she went through it all. So 4 different directors directing 4 different parts of the movie, but one part directed by Quentin Tarantino is pretty damn good. So if you haven't saw it, check it out. It was also Allison Anders, Alexander Rockwell, and Robert Rodriguez, Quentin's buddy there, that did the other scenes. So 4 Rooms, glad to pick that up. My dad picked, actually, these are the other 2, I kind of got out of order here. These are the other 2 my dad picked up for me. You have, you know, Kirk Douglas, which is Michael Douglas there in Wall Street's dad, Silvana Mangano, and Anthony Quinn in Ulysses. This is a classic. I remember watching this back in school, the scene with the big Cyclops. This movie actually was, it's pretty damn old. I don't see a date on here for when this was originally made. 1949. So yeah, really, really good. If you haven't seen Ulysses, you know, pretty much, you know, they have to face the sirens. You know, the Greek mythology story after the Trojan War. He set out, embarked on the 10-year journey. So yeah, in that mythology realm, he battles Cyclops. The spell of Circe's put on him. He goes through all kinds of things, but really, really good. You can see Kirk Douglas there. Ulysses, man, my dad had to get that off net. It wasn't cheap, off eBay, and neither was this one. Jason and the Argonauts, a Ray Harryhausen collection, one of the best ones he's ever done. There it is, the Army of the Skeletons, and you can see the big sea man, Titus, Triton, or whatever he's named. I can't think of it right off the top of my head, but there he is. I mean, just a spectacular film, man. Just a spectacular film. That was you know, after a 20-year voyage, they make the rightful claim to the throne. But to do so, he has to go through all different kinds of things. There you see the 3-headed dragon. Just, you know, the dynamation, claymation, some people call it, but Ray Harryhausen, the master. And that's the reason why I really wanted this film, because I love all the Ray Harryhausen films, and Jason and the Argonauts, you can't go wrong. But the other ones I have down here that are also Ray Harryhausen collections, you got Clash of the Titans, Mysterious Island, and 3 Worlds of Gulliver. So Jason and the Argonauts, hopefully I can squeeze this in down there. I'm going to have to remove one to put it in there with the rest of them, but I was really happy to get this. It actually has a interview on here. Ray Harryhausen interviewed by John Landis about the movie. Rest in peace, Harryhausen, as he has passed away. John Landis, you know, the director of the Twilight Zone movie. American Werewolf in London, I'm pretty sure he directed as well. Let me see. Yeah, directed by John Landis. I thought so. I just had to check to make sure so I didn't look stupid. But yeah, Jason and the Argonauts, really good. That's an instant classic if you haven't saw it. Caddyshack 2. I've got the first one here now that I got these out of the way. The first Caddyshack. My daughter loves it. You can see here with a lot better list of actors. You don't get Bill Murray in this one. You don't get Rodney Dangerfield. They try to do kind of the same thing here. Dan Aykroyd is not as good playing a part that Bill Murray kind of played, kind of spinning off of that. But it's not too bad, and my daughter's going to definitely enjoy it. One of the things is they don't really show the good old groundhog there too much. The gopher, not groundhog. But they don't show him too much in this one. So the gopher in this one is pretty non-existent. But, you know, then again, though, it's Caddyshack 2. The second ones are never as good. My daughter's going to enjoy it, though. That's all that matters. So I picked that up. Inherent Vice, this is actually a rental copy, but I picked it up because I watched it and I really liked it and I love the music in it. It's directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, who did Boogie Nights and There Will Be Blood, so how can you go wrong? Based on a novel by Thomas Pynchon, and everybody pretty much knows him, I hope. Inherent Vice, if you know books, you know him. My dad actually read the book Inherent Vice and said it was crazy. The comic noir to end all noirs, lie back and go with the flow. Joaquin Phoenix does a really good job in this as the hippie main character. It's just very, very cool. The music, like I said, this is actually a new release. Let's see if it's 2015. Yep, 2015. So I got this off the new rental rack, but they sell them for $2.99 there. So I had to pick it up. I recommend that one, definitely, to anybody. I got this Planet of the Apes triple pack. I actually have the first Planet of the Apes already, but this one here had Beneath the Planet of the Apes and Escape from the Planet of the Apes as well on it, which I hadn't seen. Really cool, you know. The second one, I started watching a little bit of it, and it starts off where the first one leads off. I watched the first one again in this pack, and I mean, it's just really good, and I watched the commentary track on it, and the original Planet of the Apes, you just can't go wrong. The second and the third, I'm still going to have to dive deeper into them, but I'm sure that they will be just as good as the other two. Probably are just as good as the original. Not as good, but it'll be on par with them. Definitely have to check them out, like I said, but glad to have them all, man. I remember watching them all, but it's been so long since I've seen the sequels there. First Night, this is one that I watched back in like high school. When was this movie made? 97. Yeah, I remember watching this one in high school when we were doing something on, you know, King Arthur, Camelot deal. Sean Connery, Richard Gere, Julia Ormond. It's pretty good. I watched it last night. I mean, you can't go wrong with Sean Connery in any of his films. It's pretty decent. And what's weird is I got this one too called Last Nights. This is actually a 2015 Lionsgate release, and you got to be weary when you see that Lionsgate. But when I saw Morgan Freeman, Clive Owen, I was like, I'll give it a try. It's got the old Game Zone Plus sticker down there, but it was ironic because I didn't try to get First Night and Last Nights, but now I have them both. No relation, by the way. This wasn't as great as I thought. I need to check it out, you know, when I'm a little bit more into watching some night fighting and stuff, because I do like these movies about knights, but this is like an updated version. It's probably pretty cool to a lot of people, but I don't know. What I've seen so far, it's not the greatest. Neither is this Runner. I thought it was going to be better because I like Timberlake and Affleck, but it's just not really the greatest movie. I need to give it another watch, kind of, really. Rated R flick, you can see there. Who directed this? Brad Furman. Yeah, I never heard much about it, and when I saw it was a gambling thriller and everything like that, and high-stakes crime thriller, I was like, I'm going to check this out, because Timberlake and Affleck usually do a pretty good job. But I was like, you know, kind of bored when I watched it, so I wouldn't recommend that, but I picked it up. here's the one from 2004. This is a really good one. Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. I can't really ever say it right, but this is a Criterion Collection version, you know. New comedy by Wes Anderson at the time. You can't go wrong. Willem Dafoe, Jeff Goldblum, Michael Gambon, Bud Cort, Kate Blanchett, Owen Wilson up in this, you know, from Wedding Crashers. I thought it was really good. It's, you know, kind of psychedelic and stuff. Going out and searching for the jaguar shark that killed his partner when they were doing the documentary. Owen Wilson, his suspected son. Just really cool, man. And yeah, 2005 Criterion Collection. So it was cool that I got the Criterion Collection one as well, because it has the special commentary by Wes Anderson and co-writer Noah Baumbach. So, The Life Aquatic. Cool. I picked that one up at Walmart for $5 too, by the way. This one's After Hours. Picked up a couple Scorsese, like he likes to say, movies. I like him a lot because I like to listen to his commentaries. You got After Hours here, which I almost saved for the horror spot, but you know, it's pretty funny too. It's got Cheech and Chong, the main character there. Let me see. What the heck is his name? Terry Garr, I think it is. Whoever played, let me have to get American Werewolf from London. It's coming up again. John Landis. But, starring David Naughton. Let's see if he's in the movie. I could have swore it was him, but let's see. No, wait a minute. I guess not. I could have swore it was the same guy that was in American Werewolf in London, but I don't know. Obviously, it's not. So my bad there on that one. But After Hours anyway. Martin Scorsese movie. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I don't know, I swore they said something in the producer's commentary about American Werewolf from London. Maybe it's Verna Bloom or something. I don't know. That's weird, though. I thought there was some correlation, but there's not. So, but still, other than that, you know, really cool movie. And yeah, Halloween, if you haven't seen American Werewolf in London, this is one of the best werewolf movies you'll ever see, and the best transformation scenes you'll ever see. I've had this one for a while, but this has the commentary on there and everything. David Naughton and Griffin Dunne. Trying to see. Yeah, Griffin Dunne. Griffin Dunne is the one that's in this movie. Yeah, this is the main character on here. So yeah, I was right. Yeah, there's always something I try to mess up around here, but I was going to say I thought so, and they look exactly alike, so couldn't find the name, though. But it's Griffin Dunne. Griffin Dunne there. Martin Scorsese, Who's That Knocking at My Door? One of his, like, original ones that he did back when he first started. I don't even know if this had, like, a theatrical release or nothing, but it was really cool to hear his commentary on how he started out when he directed. His assistant, Mardik Martin, too. It was really cool to listen to, so I really liked Who's That Knocking at My Door, Martin Scorsese. It's part of the collection here that they launched. The guy that runs the store up there said there was a bunch of them that came with this, and this is one of them that came in it. So I've never saw it till now, and I'm glad I picked it up pretty cheap. Plus I have the Will Smith made Ali. Michael Mann made it. It's actually Will Smith starring as Ollie. I always liked this movie when I'd see it on like HBO and stuff back when it was out. So I was like, for 68 cents, I can grab that one. And really good if you haven't saw it and you like Muhammad Ali. I'm a big Ali fan myself. And then last but not least, this was sealed and unopened. Really cool because it has a lot of special features like commentary with Jay Roach and John Pohl. Funniest movie of the year back when it came out. This was 2005. A lot of 2005 ones here. Meet the Fockers. No pun intended. You gotta love it. Ben Stiller, Robert De Niro, Dustin Hoffman, Barbara Streisand. Meet the Fockers. Gotta love it. I'm pretty sure that they came out with another one too. I'm not sure if this is the first or second, actually, right offhand. But you can go check for yourself. But I was glad to get it. It's pretty damn funny. So you gotta love it. I'm pretty sure Meet the Parents was the first one, and this is the second one. Gaylord Fokker. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and checking this update out. I got so many of them, I kind of get flustered sometimes. Sorry on the mistake with Griffin Dunn, who I'll remember from now on the rest of my life. Starred in both After Hours and American Werewolf from London. So there you have it. Yeah, I've got so many DVDs left to review. I've got this whole top shelf I'm going to review. Next review I'm going to do will be this horror stack that I have here, or any more that I pick up, trying to hide from what I've gotten. But 25 minutes now I've went. I want to thank everybody who's tuned in lately and subscribe me as well. If you haven't and you like what you see, go hit the subscribe. I'll constantly do updates and reviews of anything that I pick up. But yeah, I want to say peace to everybody out there. Yeah, make sure you subscribe, give me a like, throw a comment down below. Let me know if you like the pickups that I made, any recommendations, or any kind of review you want to make of any of the movie, or comment. Let me know, man. Yeah, go check out CineStalker and Cdub from Chronochord. Links down below. Peace out, guys, as always.